You guys want to see something crazy? All right,
Yeah.
I sat up in my chair for this. Okay, this is why you cannot read One Piece just once. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
So they're in Little Garden. Sanji and Zoro split up because they're having a competition to see who can hunt the bigger
Who can
animal
kill
for
the
food.
most food, right? Yep.
Okay, everybody in the crew runs into the giants and they're fighting Mr. 3 and his team. The only person that doesn't is Sanji. He finds the wax house. He makes the call. He answers the call with Crocodile and he throws him off. He pretends to be Mr. 3. He goes with the flow. He throws him off. He gets intel. He beats up the unluckies. He gets a log post to Alabasta. This is chapter 127. Okay? 127. Because he split up from the crew, Mr. 3 never saw him. And
right,
because
so he didn't know
Mr.
what
3
he was.
never saw him, he didn't bring it up later on when he's
And
talking
that's
to Crocodile.
why Mr. Zero didn't know if he had all the Straw Hats in the dungeon.
He thought he had them all.
But there's another layer to this. Because when Mr. 2 gets fished out of the water, Sanji is inside of the ship and Mr. 2 never sees him and he never
When
copies
he even
his
comes
face.
back out, he
So
was
he
like,
never
"Well, what are you guys
copied
doing?"
him.
Yeah.
He
Yep.
never copied him. Welcome back to another episode of More Than One Piece. I'm your host, Sanji, and I'm joined by my friends Keyser and Afo. And today we are talking about Alabasta Part 2, chapters 167 to 176. We covered what volumes, gentlemen?
Whew. Just 19. The whole volume.
Just volume
From start to
19.
finish.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool. So things are heating up in Alabasta, huh? It's no
Oh,
longer
yeah.
just the setup. Things are getting spicy.
Oh, we're heating
It's
up.
chaotic.
Let's go. It's wartime.
Chaotic.
What
And
did you
these
guys think
guys-
was going to happen before we even get into the actual story from last week? What did you expect to happen this week?
I like that I like this. There's two feelings. It's like slow but fast at the same time. So we're getting to the war slowly, but we're getting there with a lot of action. And I don't want the war to happen yet because I have so many things I want to happen before the rebels and the army connect. And I'm hoping that we can get there in between them with Vivi kind of doing her thing. And I think one of my biggest predictions for the next run of chapters is that Vivi is going to kind of like get in between both groups and be like, stop, let me explain things. But there's going to be like 15 different things keeping her from doing that. So, but there's so much stuff happening on the way to the war that I love.
I personally, I mean, it's chaotic enough already, but I think it's just gonna keep going up. But I really underestimated Mr. Zero and how prepared he was. Like, I think it's a consistent theme or a pattern that happens throughout the stories. The more mysterious a character is, it's most likely he's really, really powerful, right? It's like the less they show, the more powerful they are, and that was the case with Mr. Zero as well. Now we know what his powers are, but I did not know how prepared he was and how he had like planned everything and manipulated people and gave everybody their own task to play a role in this plan. So yeah, it's the stakes are high.
Yeah.
Stakes are high.
Well, something really different this episode, or this set of chapters rather. Last week we got a map showing us Alabasta and the locations that they visited. This week we got the next level of that, where Oda is not only showing us the map, but he's constantly showing us who's where they're going, which direction things are moving in, and it makes it a lot easier to just be on top of these things.
It's very helpful for me because, like I'm trying to keep track of the geography of all of this stuff, and it's difficult because every time we go to a new island, it's like you're starting from scratch. So I love the fact that we're getting these locations. It also gives me the ability to judge time based on the distance between all these things.
For me, these panels, I think we've got like 2 or 3 so far where we get the map, right? The snapshot of the map, and it says the rebels are here, the royal army is here, our current location, right? This is through a character. I think it was mostly VV describing the layout and saying that this is our current location, this is where, right?
multiple characters.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think that is a moment for me. I think it's like zooming out, and it's Oda telling you the story directly without the characters. He's telling you like, okay, you and I are in this. This is me laying out the story for you, just to tell you not to be confused. This is our people. That's the royal army right there. This is the political chess that is happening, the cat and mouse kind of thing. One is going after the other. The other is already moving towards the third piece. Really, really interesting. Really fun.
Yeah, it's like you're placed onto the chessboard so that you can watch the chess pieces being moved around from the chessboard, not as a viewer, but actually as a player,
Yeah.
which is really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also have a huge question about our little buddy Karoo, who got sent to Alabarna with basically all the information that's necessary, but that seems like it's been a long run.
Yeah, and he made it.
So so like if Karoo got to Alabarna with all the information that was necessary, who did he give that information to?
To the king. To the king of the royal army. Yeah.
But the king, did he give it to the king, or did he give it to Bon Clay pretending to be the king?
Ah, that's interesting. Because are you talking about?
See, that's where
are you?
Well, because I don't like. I'm fully invested in the fact that I don't know which king is the real king.
But yeah, okay. So my understanding from that, like I had my suspicion as well. You mentioned it, and I know what Bon Clay, Mr. Two, is capable of as well, right?
Yeah.
But at that point, it felt genuine. I think when he got the information, and I think even one of the, I don't know if it was Chaka or what was the other guy? Pell. He offered to remove the bandage of Karoo's wing, and he said no, right?
Yeah.
Chaka or Pell did not understand what the purpose of that was, but I think that was the real king. The king disappears after.
He disappears, and that's why
he gets kidnapped. Yeah.
And Bon Clay is a diabolical dude, man. He does some really evil stuff throughout this run. So I was like, maybe he was just in disguise and pretending to be because he plays the king very well.
Yeah, what throws you off a little bit too is, by the way, again, we meet Chaka and Pell in this section. Pell gets bodied.
Pell
I missed all Sunday, and I would love to talk about that. I am going to talk about that later. But yeah, so what I think is interesting is because when we start off by meeting King Cobra in this section of chapters, he is actively trying to stop everybody from sending the army against the rebels, because while they're rebels, he's a good king. He's a good guy. While they're rebels, he doesn't.
They're still his people, right?
Exactly. So he doesn't want any harm to come to them. But then later on, when you see him with Karoo, there's a little bit of a shadow on him. So I think that throws you off a little bit as well, because those two scenes happen in two different areas.
Exactly. And when there's dark over the characters, I instantly go to something's nefarious here.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, where I ask the question is, and what I say was the real king is, because he mentions that information out loud to Pell and Chaka, saying Mr. Zero, Sir Crocodile, is the one that is all behind all of this, and he's been planning to corrupt and rise people against the kingdom. So if he wasn't the real king, I don't think he would have just destroyed the information or the evidence and like made it disappear altogether and not shared it with everyone else, exposing Sir Crocodile's plan. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. So we're gonna assume then that was actually King Cobra who got the information. Let's go with that.
That is the real king.
Yeah, that's a much more optimistic way to look at it. Anyway, I don't want to become jaded like Afo.
What do you mean?
No ships were stolen in the making of this arc.
Oh my god, let it go already. It's been 4 episodes since then. Come on. Till you're 90.
Till you're 90.
Oh my
Well, speaking of 4 episodes, I thought it was a really cool detail because they think Karoo's wounded because of his bandage, so they ask him like, "Do you want me to take a look at that for you?"
Like, nope.
And he's like, "No," but in the background you see why. And if you think about it, this is something like within 10 chapters, so almost like 2 months ago, that you actually read the chapter in real life of them bandaging their arms as a backup plan for
to
Mr.
know
2.
who's
it gives-
real and who's
it gives-
being. Yep.
Yeah, so like if for whatever reason, because Weekly Magazine, if you missed a chapter or something, it's a nice little recap from something that happened in a few panels 2 months ago in real life.
Wow.
You know what would have
Just
been
for you
interesting?
guys, it's been a week.
Would have been interesting
Yeah.
if Karoo had put a bandage on King Cobra's arm.
But he's a bird.
But he's just a bird.
What's your take on, from a leadership perspective, King Cobra comes to the same conclusion that Luffy does, that the problem is Crocodile and the solution is to find and beat Crocodile.
Yeah, the root of the problem, instead of going against the rebels and shedding friendly blood, why not go, and cut the head of the snake?
What about you, Keyser? What do you think from a leadership perspective? Isn't that interesting where the king of a country is thinking the same way as Luffy is?
Yeah, I mean, you have two options as a king: either go to war or don't go to war. And if you are going to go to war, go all in. There's no, you don't half-ass it, right? So if it's almost like, like in the do you remember well, there's a bunch of movies where this happens, but it's like instead of putting all of our soldiers in jeopardy, why don't the two of us just fight?
Yeah.
And the winner of that fight walks away the victor, and then we save all of the soldiers' lives. Like
it recently didn't happen in House of the Dragon for a certain character.
Yes, very true. Very true. No spoilers. So I respect it. I think it's a pretty awesome strategy.
Also, this might be out there, but Luffy does have some royal pirate blood in his veins, so that's probably also like a natural thing that comes to him, to think like a king.
Yeah, and one day we'll find out what that D stands for.
That's for, yeah.
The royal pirate blood you're referring to,
Gold Rogers.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
We're the theory lives on, eh?
Come on.
Okay.
I mean, it's possible.
Yeah, I mean, what? Gold D Rogers, Luffy D Monkey, and then you have, the brother. Come on, it's like, how obvious do you want it? Right, Keyser?
Yeah. Oh, I'm on board. There's royal blood flowing through them veins.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pirate
right, cool,
blood.
Cool. I thought it was a really cool way to show off Luffy's leadership, because again, last week he's stopping Vivi from being a little naive about how she's going to stop the war and just talk the rebels out of it, just because she is friends with Koza and their people and all these things. But he sees the root of the problem, and as a leader, that's really important. And it's a very subtle, well, it's not, I suppose it's a little subtle way of showing, our idiot Luffy is thinking the same way as the king of this country. That the solution to the problem isn't to fight a battle or a war, it's to go to the root of the problem and handle things directly.
Cut the head off the snake. And
exactly. And they're making the decision and then passing that on to the people under them in a way, and giving the order of like, okay, definitively, this is what we're going to do.
Yeah. I don't think of Luffy as dumb or simple. I look at him as he's just super logical. And sometimes overly logical people can seem simple because they just know the answer to it's just like, this is the answer. And everybody else is like, well, scratching their heads and wondering if this and what if about that, and if we do this, will this happen? And they're like walking themselves through and he just knows he's just like, no, this is the way to do it. Watch, and then he's a man of action. So then he goes and does it, while everybody else is still like, You know, have you ever heard the term God's laughing while you're making plans? You know, it's like just go do the thing. Stop worrying about the outcome. And Luffy is just a do. He's a doer.
He's so logical that he thinks the alligators grew out of the bananas.
Or
Banana gators.
when they get to the casino, the sign
What?
says VIPs left, pirates
Oh my
right.
god!
He's like, we're
you
pirates.
do not fall for that.
We're pirates. Oh man.
His face when they do fall into the dungeon, they're like, well, flashback. Oh my god.
Oh, man.
He's such a great combination of like utter stupidity and such deep understanding and emotional intelligence and like leadership qualities that it just leaves you speechless. I think that's the point of Luffy. You can never know what his next move is, and that's why nobody can defeat him.
He's
Well,
like a crossword puzzle. You know, like the crossword puzzle answer is always the a different way of thinking about the same question to get you to the right answer, because the original answer you thought was the right one isn't the right one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's like, I don't know how to word this. It's like you said, Kaiser. Most people overthink these decisions, but Luffy is just a man of action, instinct, and just freedom. He doesn't overthink these. This is the
There's
problem. This
true
is the
freedom in
solution.
that
This
way
is
of
what we're
thinking.
doing.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah, and you're either like on board with it or you're not. Like he doesn't give you an option to think about it. He's just like, come with me, or you go do your thing, and I'll handle this.
mm-hmm.
Which
And
he
also,
does.
but
yeah.
he doesn't do that part of like, you go do your own thing, because again, that's why I think this leadership moment was so important, because like the king who's ordering Chaka and Pell, we are not going to fight the rebels. Do not send the army to do this. He's making he's giving the order. This is how we're handling the situation. Same thing as Luffy. He tells the crew, I give up. I'm not doing this anymore. We have to go beat up Crocodile. Nobody argues the fact. Sanji agrees with it, and now everybody's there. We're all going after Crocodile. He's essentially, he didn't explicitly give an order, but they are all following his leadership.
And if it's required to say something, he does. Like he does say, like he tries his best to explain to Vivi that war does not end, peacefully. There is going to be people dying in this if we go to see the rebels. But this approach, for the lack of a better word, a simplistic approach on the surface that we see, allows him to have less regrets as well. Like, have we seen Luffy regretting anything yet? Have we seen him saying, I wish I hadn't done that?
No. And
right?
I think that's because he lives a life of action. And people who live a life of action, who are just constantly like, no, let's just go do that. They don't regret the things they have done. They regret the things they haven't done, because
he's
they live
been
a life
lied
of action.
to. Yeah, he's been lied to. He's been, deceived multiple times by people he thought was good. But I don't see that regret in his eyes or in his face or in his words at all. Like he lives it,
and he has true faith in his crew too, which is really cool. When he says things like, "Those are my friends," like it's coming from such a place of like he would literally die for them, which that's the type of leadership that people want to be a part of.
And one last thing in this section reinforces this idea is later on, close to the end of the chapter range, Luffy tells everyone, or Zoro specifically, to save Smoker, fish him out of the water, bring him with us. And at the very beginning, when Zoro agrees to join Luffy, he says, you get in the way of my dream, I'm going to cut you down, or something like that. And now here he is with enough respect to be fishing out someone from the Navy who's directly their enemy, has tried to capture them, and he does it because it's his captain's orders. If it were up to him, he wouldn't do it, but the captain said so.
Yep. So that's just another level of like, and this happens in the workplace too. It's like, you can, if you're truly part of a leadership program that you trust and you're part, you want to see succeed, then even if you don't agree with something, and this actually could go all the way back to Dalton, which is why we had the discussions about why he was doing the things he was doing. Like at some point, you do what you're told to do when you trust the leadership until you don't. It's like you can say your piece, and if your piece is still rejected, then you still go do the thing because you were like, well, all right, I don't 100% agree with this, but I get the bigger picture. Let's just go do it. And so that's truly, a sign of that you have a good leader. But once it crosses a line, which we saw with Dalton, when he, of course, said, is that true with a country? To Haralook, like that was his line in the sand where he started to realize his leader that he was following sort of blindly was not the leader he trusted anymore and didn't want to be a part of that. So like until we see something like that with Luffy, everybody's on board, even if they're like, is that the right thing to do? They're like, well, it's never failed before. Let's just go do it.
Yeah, I think the questioning is always there in the group. There's always like second guesses, other ideas of approaching, an action or an obstacle.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, Luffy does turn out to be right most of the time, if not all the time. So, and that creates that trust that you mentioned, like that consistency of being right about things or knowing things better than the rest of the crew. It creates that, I wouldn't call it the blind trust, but it creates some strong trust between the crew.
Correct. And the only and sometimes, and you're right, if he is wrong, the strongest sign of good leadership is admitting that you're wrong, taking accountability for it, and then course correcting, right? Which was what we saw when they were faced with the with Dalton soldiers when they first reached
Drum Island. Drum Island.
Drum Island. He admitted it. He admitted it.
Right?
Yeah.
And he was like, you're right. So that's a sign of good leadership. And so he is growing like, tremendously every chapter.
The first admission was, I think, in front of Arlong, right? When he said that, I know there are things I don't know. There are things that I can't do. I'm not complete. And that was one of the points when we were talking about Luffy's leadership at that time was a good leader knows his blind spots. He knows what are the things that he lacks, and he's not shy or scared of talking about them, asking for help or asking for guidance where he needs it. He's not a know-it-all, right? And that makes him a really, really good leader.
Especially when you surround yourself with an incredible crew who fill in the gaps of your weaknesses. So like together they're a perfect team.
I don't know why the word incredible for our crew just made me giggle because I started thinking about Usopp and like how serious they are in a life and death situation kind of thing, making jokes, making faces and all that stuff.
I just need to see more panels of people dragging Usopp around by his nose.
No,
it looks like his face is about to peel off.
Oh my god. Just so I have the receipt, and we'll move on to something else after this. But Keyser, do you think there's ever going to be a situation where someone on the crew disagrees and there's an argument?
To the point of mutiny, no. But I do think that there will be some situations where they have levels of debate that help each other grow. I don't see anybody, now Afo will probably disagree with me this, but I don't see anybody getting to the point where they're like, I'm out. I'm walking away from this.
Sir, may I? Okay.
Go ahead. Sir.
There has been an example already. We saw the fight between Zoro. No, wait. So wait. Just let me finish. The conflict or the fight between Zoro and Luffy. That's a good example, right?
It was a good
They
fight.
fought because they did not agree on something. One did not know the information the other did, right? They eventually, agreed and made up, but it's a sign that, there could be conflicting views about things. They could disagree with each other. And as we move
Mm.
forward in the story, the stakes, get higher. Things become more and more serious. I think we're gonna get to see crew members disagreeing with each other on a higher level.
Yeah,
You know what I'd
and
like
that's
to
what
see?
Whiskey Peak you're referring to
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
when that happens. Yeah. Yes, guys.
I'd like to see Nami and Vivi get in a fight.
Nah, that's not gonna
Like,
happen.
with each
They-
other or teaming up.
Yeah, maybe even in like a mud pit or something.
Oh, this guy.
they seem like girls, like they understand each other. They both have
No.
had difficult times. They will stand, for each other no matter what. I think.
Maybe Vivi and Nami will team up and fight Miss All Sunday.
This guy, he's just
okay.
write a letter to Oda at this
Alright.
point, man. Just write to the question corner, ask for a fight scene. He might as well go ahead and put it in the final chapter somewhere.
The problem is
I'll
we're
fight you if you
900
mention
chapters
Miss All Sunday in a
behind.
bad way again.
Hey, we got to see Miss All Sunday's powers.
Yes,
sure
we did. We
Yes.
did. Yes, she has the flower fruit, and she can make body parts
Man.
bloom from anywhere.
I like, bro, Pell's introduction and then his outro. What? His intro was amazing. His outro was just, I was in tears. I was like, what the hell?
Poor guy was the jobber this arc, dude.
We got to see your most favorite character's superpowers for the first time. And
Yeah.
the devil fruit she has eaten.
The
What do you got?
the flower fruit. I have her hat, but it's too big for my head.
Ooh.
Well, my head is too big. For
It's too big for my head.
It's also
Well, my head is too big for the hat.
it's also not shaped correctly.
That's because it's from AliExpress. And it's also
yeah.
really old. It's also really
Yeah,
old.
it's super cool to finally see, like, because she's super mysterious. Like, even when she talks, she doesn't say a lot. And we get to see Pell's introduction was so cool. But then what she did to him when he dove in
Bruh.
as a falcon, and I think it was, who was it that called him the best warrior in Alabasta, in all of Alabasta, right?
A bum. A bum is the one that called him the best warrior in Alabasta.
I know. I was like, okay, all right, he can fly, and he's I think one of the 4 people in the
5.
world that 5, yeah,
5 known devil fruits.
known,
with a
yeah,
flying ability.
yeah.
With flying
Yeah.
abilities, yep.
But his artwork is so cool, and I was expecting so much more from him than getting subdued.
I
right
know.
away.
But I think that was a great way to show us how powerful Miss All Sunday is. Like, throw in a great warrior and just have her meat grinder him in 2 seconds, and then you're like, oh, okay, this girl's
Yeah.
not messing around.
Yeah.
Yeah. Smoker says that she's been wanted by the government for 20 years and she has a
70 million berries. Our boy is only 30 million.
I know. Also, I was like, when he says she's been wanted for 20 years, and this is before she joined forces with Sir Crocodile, right? Before. Who is she? Like, what's her backstory? Like, how did she and why did she join forces with Sir Crocodile? Is it just for the power, or is there another reason that she has not shared with Mr. Zero at all?
Yeah, my gut says that she is a diabolical character who thinks that she should be running the show, and she's using Crocodile and Baroque Works to slowly elevate her status until she can take over.
We don't know. She's still a mystery. She's a mystery, and she's the love of Senki's life.
This is true.
We know that for sure.
This man speaks facts. I'll give you a little bit of grace the next time we're
Oh,
Make fun of you with
that's
potato.
okay. Now I've found the
I
string.
got you,
I've
bud.
found the string.
She has the flower fruit. It gives her the ability to sprout any of her body parts from anywhere. And now we know how she got Luffy's hat because she flicked it
Yeah.
over, and it was hidden in the panels to not reveal her ability.
That's crazy.
Pretty cool.
That'd be a cool.
Pretty cool.
You know, like I think we should rank all the devil fruits at some point.
I think we're gonna get a little bit more with the devil fruits this arc, and I think that'll be the perfect time for you guys to be able to give us your thoughts on devil fruits and fights and stuff
Nice.
up to this
Yep,
point.
love it.
But let's get back into the main story. We are going to watch a couple clips actually. Hopefully after this next section, we're going to do. I want to show you guys Crocodile's laugh for sure. You guys wanted to see Sanji beating the banana gator, and I think before we actually get to see, Afo wanted to see Vivi taking off Crocodile's head, and maybe we can watch a little bit just
cool.
before that happens in the episode is when Miss All Sunday gets to use her abilities against Pell. So maybe we'll watch a bit of that as well for the episode. But let's get our characters back into the cage so we can talk about the meat of this episode. So they start off having just left Yuba. Nami gets a new tool. Usopp gives her what is called the climate tact. Afo told me that in the Viz translation it's the climate baton, but we all know it as the climate tact. Tact, T-A-K-T. So a new tool for Nami.
Yeah. We do not see it in action, Keyser, right? Yeah. We just saw the introduction of it, and Usopp says that you can assemble this depending on the situation where you want to use it and how you want to use it.
Right.
But yeah, we have not seen her use it yet, so that's exciting.
We have not seen that in action. When do we see that in action?
I mean, Nami.
Oh well, it's chapter number.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm joking. What do you mean? Go ahead. I'm not actually going to tell you what chapter we actually get to see.
Yeah, I was like, what is it?
So that is a setup. We're going to see the payoff of it. We have been introduced to a weapon that has not been used yet, so we're waiting for it to happen. But remember when they were fighting Kura and Kura's army, I remember Nami pulling out what she had, and it also like extends, right?
The staff, yeah, a bow
staff. Yeah. So it's also like broken into pieces, and then she extends it and turns into like a long stick kind of thing. So we'll see how she puts this one together in a fight.
So we're leaving Yuba. What did you guys think about the scene where Luffy has this little amount of water that he got from Toto? Usopp is begging for it because he's thirsty, and Luffy is actually saying, "No, we can't use this."
Yeah, finally he realizes how important the water is there.
It's almost like this childlike, he gave this to us, it's precious. And then meanwhile, when we started this, he's just chugging from the barrel of water.
I think it's just he saw Toto and like the situation that whole area was in and how important water is. And all of a sudden he I think it was Usopp that said like, oh, all of a sudden now you're the voice of reason. Like we've been telling you to conserve water and you've been chugging it and spitting it out.
Yeah.
So I think he realized, he's like the night when Toto just kept digging and then he found the little water that he could and gave it to them. He knows how important water is.
Yeah. So that brings us to them kicking and screaming going into Rainbase. Where Crocodile, where are you? The most subtle character, obviously, in the whole show. Luffy's just yelling his name out every chance he gets. He's just fight me the whole way through.
It's his signature move, punching Arlong in the face, saying which one of you is Arlong, and then he says who's asking, and then bam.
Yeah.
That's his subtlety, if I should say.
Yeah, he's a ready, fire, aim kind of guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I don't hate that.
They get there, they go to a restaurant, they're ordering water, and they're doing it right beside Smoker. And then they do a spit take with the water that they just
know.
I mean, Smoker getting splashed on the face like that. His cigars had to go out. He's gonna have to light up 2 new ones.
It's not his arc, man. You remember when you had hopes and dreams of Smoker, and then the 2 times you met him this time, it's just been an absolute joke, dude. He gets knocked through multiple buildings,
knocked through 8 buildings.
It's pure comedy. The interactions with Smoker so far has been hilarious. You know, like you can't take it seriously. I mean, he is a serious character. He's very powerful, and he has the tools and he has the knowledge to capture really dangerous people. But every interaction that we've had, other than the one inside the dungeon, right, is just pure comedy when they've met with him.
He is. He's a. I think he has the most hope for the Marines. Not only like I have very little hope for the Marines, but I think he is the only hope I have left for the Marines, other than our boy Kobe, and potentially Helmeppo, if we see them ever again. But I have a feeling he's going to become one of our crew for some reason. Especially after what happens at the end of this chapter run, I just feel like he's starting to understand that not all pirates are bad. Like he's starting to make those connections.
Yeah, getting a little character growth for the background character. But we did actually see Kobe and Helmeppo this time around. I don't know if you guys caught that.
I did not catch it at that point, but I did catch it now as I was going through the chapters. It's actually in chapter 172, if I'm not wrong, Rebellion. And I see him right there next to Helmeppo. They're walking. Keyser, check chapter 172.
Chapter 172?
Yeah, it's the final story, cover story for Django.
Oh, yeah, totally. Yeah, except...
You see that?
Did he hypnotize all of them? Because one of the cover stories shows him...
To make him forget?
Yeah, that they ever were friends. Which means I wonder if he hypnotized them to be friends in the first place.
Well, that was full body that he hypnotizes.
Only?
Yeah, that's yeah, it's 170. 170. The rest of the people are covering their eyes. Yeah, they're covering their eyes, remember?
So who did he hypnotize? Everyone?
No, the rest of the people are covering their eyes, so they didn't get hypnotized. If you don't look at the thing, you don't get the thingy.
You don't look at the thing, you don't get the thingy.
You don't get hypnotized. I forgot the word.
If you don't look at the thing, then the thing doesn't work.
The thing doesn't do the thing.
Very technical. Very technical.
Yeah. We get another new character in the cover story as well. The female Marine.
The new Gorjo? El Gorjo? Londo?
El Gorjo.
What's her name?
Hina. Hina is her name.
Hina.
You'll learn more about her later. As with every character.
I like Hina.
I like Hina too.
Biases, I see them. Keyser, you're right. Smoker is, I think, starting to see what Luffy and the crew is about. But would it be enough? Would that, that interaction in the dungeon alone would it be enough for Smoker to let them go and forgive the bounty? I don't think so.
Well, okay. Here's a question: would Smoker even be alive? He's got he's a devil fruit guy, and the water was above his head, so he would have died. They could have easily let him die. They chose not to. Even Zoro was like, I would have let you die, but my captain told me to save you. I mean, everybody got saved in that one. Sanji saves Luffy. Vivi saves Usopp by dragging him by the face. And then Zoro saves Smoker. So doesn't Smoker sort of owe his life to them now? And sure, he says, I'll let you go, but the next time I see you, we're going to fight. But is he? or is he going to constantly be reminded of how he owes his life to them?
I mean, I think it could cancel out the instant arrest of saying, okay, you know what, you got me out of a really tough situation, and I'm just gonna close my eyes until I count to 10. He should be gone by then.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, like, even,
yeah.
here's Zoro saying, I would have let you die. And he's like, great, let me get to work. And then Sanji's like, see, I knew that. We should not have saved him. So everyone's like, why are we saving this guy? But Luffy knows why we saved him, because we're not evil. We don't kill people unless. And Smoker's not an evil dude. He's a good dude, actually. He's doing his duty, and he's a righteous guy. So even if he's chasing them, they know they're being chased for a good reason, because they're pirates. So he's not evil. He's not corrupt. He's not like any of the other Marines that we've run across. So he was worth saving.
Definitely. Yeah, Smoker is a kind character. I mean, we did get to see I keep going back to the scene where he buys ice cream for the little kid.
Yeah.
It's such an important glance at the kindness in that character. It says a lot about that character, how powerful he is, how big he is, how strong he is, and still, just giving the kid extra money to like buy 3 scoops or 2 scoops.
He has these moments of like endearing moments.
Yeah.
Which is what led us to believe that he was capable of doing something like this. Just this once, I'll let you go. But I have a feeling the next time they all cross paths, it's not, unless Ace gets in the way and somehow betrays that trust, which could be fun.
So you think Ace is going to make a comeback for this arc?
Oh, I don't know about Alabasta, but I know he's coming back sometime. And what's on that paper?
Good question.
Yes, that reminds me. Last week I told you guys to write down when we're going to see Whitebeard next.
Yeah,
I want you to write down. I want you to start keeping track of some of these things that are mentioned and how many chapters it'll be until we get these reveals.
Oh yeah, love that.
You know what? I'm gonna take a guess. 100 more chapters
until
we see Ace again. I'm just throwing it out there. 100. Keyser, up or low? Are you gonna go up?
I think you're low. Based on how many chapters there are, I think we won't see Whitebeard for another 2 or 3 arcs. Ace is probably a couple of arcs away. That piece of paper, I think, is going to come in at some point, though. Although the paper might happen at the same time as Ace. I don't know. 200. I'm going to go 2.
Write these things down. We'll find out as we go along. But I need this is the difference between somebody who actually writes down his notes and then the guy who's just making this up as he goes along.
Yeah, right.
That's why Keyser had to grab his One Piece notebook last time. Poor Info doesn't have one. Mr. Technology writing all his notes on the Google Drive.
We'll see who's right about what.
Okay, well, let's get to our main event. Okay, let's discuss the events of them being trapped in the cage. So they enter the casino. They get split up along the way because they get stopped by Baroque Works and the Navy. But everybody else gets trapped in the cage because Luffy decides that going in the direction of VIP versus pirates, we're taking the right turn. And they end up immediately in a cage in front of Crocodile. And they can't escape the cage because it's made of a new substance.
C, as in the ocean, prism stone.
Prism stone.
They're mysterious stones found in only one place in the ocean. All the bars in the jail at Navy headquarters are made of it. So criminals with devil fruit powers cannot escape. We still don't understand all of the sea prism stone's properties, but we do know that it emits an energy identical to the ocean. Think of it as an ocean in solid form.
In solid form.
That's why Luffy is so weak.
Yeah, so it's made out of the Seastone. And as Keyser said, think of it as the sea or the ocean itself in a solid form. And that's why people with devil fruit powers cannot escape out of it.
Yes. And
even Zoro, but why can't Zoro's swords work in there?
That's you're asking the real questions, but then Oda shows you, because we see how powerful a banana gator is, and it smashes all his teeth
Cannot. Yeah.
trying to bite into the cage.
They even say let's piss off the banana gators so they can come and try to bite us
Right,
and
they do
break
try
us
that.
out of the prison in doing
Doesn't
so.
work.
But they break their teeth on it.
And it's that subtlety. You get this massive like battle between Vivi and the banana gator. Everything's getting destroyed, but then it takes a bite of the Seastone, and again its teeth break.
Yeah.
And you're asking the questions, but Oda's giving you the answers immediately. It's great.
Yeah.
Love it.
But
and Smoker has the Seastone embedded into the staff as well, the thing that he has, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's
Yeah.
the thing that he touches Luffy in the back with, and he's like, I don't feel so good.
Mr. Stark.
That's so brilliant.
Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good. It reminded me of that.
Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good. I'm sorry.
So Afo,
Sorry.
you sent me a message while you were reading, and again, for those of you who might be new, we do not discuss the chapters during the week. Somebody might bring up something about what they read, but we don't have a conversation about it. We always save it for this discussion. So a lot of times I'm hearing this for the first time. But you did send me a message. Where was it? I think you said something about this adding a whole new layer.
Yeah, this is I was just trying to say this because we knew that people that have devil fruit powers are not able to swim, and the ocean like does not accept them. And now we get to see the ocean itself in solid form in the hands of other people that uses it to subdue people with devil fruit powers. Now we have another weakness for Luffy that's not just in the water. So yeah, that it complicates things, you know. It shows us Luffy's limits, another limit.
And this is the first time that this has happened
With the Seastone? Yeah,
Seastone? No,
I think so.
no.
Wait.
What was the net?
I
Remember
know
when
there's something in there's okay. Where
Chapter
was he
100.
when he started?
Chapter.
Okay,
100.
wait.
I asked you
Let
to
me
bring
see.
the volume. Pick it up.
Oh, chapter 100.
Chapter 100.
Buggy.
Where?
Yeah,
where
remember
was
when
specific?
when he shoots that net and he catches them? Captain, he got the whole crew with one sweep. Darn you, Smoker. He captured Buggy's pirates just like that. It's a prison bullet developed by the Navy for use against devil fruit people. Now we're just common criminals. So the prison bullet must have been laced with sea stones.
Yeah.
Nice.
70 chapters ago.
Wow.
70 chapters, Afo. So now your 100 chapters is probably like
No,
nothing.
I said 160. What are you like? Stop putting.
Well,
words in
you
my
can't
mouth.
just make up numbers and change them. And then you want to go
What?
back and watch the tape? Go back and watch the tape.
I'll be editing it.
And I'll be editing it after he edits it.
This guy, and I'll be
Sounds
editing
shady.
it after you edit it.
And I'll be adding sea stones to it at the end.
we need to put you in Seastone and keep you away from the spoilers.
Okay.
I have another question. You said there are only 5 known people who can fly, who have eaten a devil fruit that allows them to fly. Pell's devil fruit was the tweet devil fruit falcon type.
Falcon type. Yeah.
Tweet.
Tweet fruit.
Yeah.
Tweet fruit. Right?
Yeah.
The tweet.
That's-
Oh my god.
What's it
Did they
called?
mess it up?
It's called
I
the
don't
tweet.
know.
Hey, we only know what we read.
That
guys.
is what is on the books.
It's called the
That's what I
tweet
read
fruit.
Exactly.
The
So-
tweet fruit.
What are the other 4? Is there like an eagle
Mhm.
fruit, a turkey fruit, buzzard
Mhm.
fruit, hawk fruit. Like, what are the other 4 birds? What are those types? Because I personally would want a flying devil fruit.
The tweet fruit falcon type. Who's in charge? Who's in charge of this shit?
Who's running this clown show? Buggy?
It's the bird fruit.
Okay.
In here it
The
says
tweet
tweet fruit.
Yeah.
Dude,
Oh,
imagine
please.
having like a badass bird like that eagle fruit that you guys were
And
talking
then-
about a while back.
You're like, tweet,
And
tweet,
it's called the tweet fruit.
tweet, tweet.
No, Keyser wanted the bald eagle fruit.
Yeah, the ball.
What's our new thing in Call of Duty? Boop, boop.
Oh my
Beep,
god.
boop, beep, boop.
It's
Ooh,
it's
ooh.
the bird.
Tweet, 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 tweet fruit.
Tweet, tweet.
Tweet,
Oh
tweet,
my
fruit.
lord. Bird. It's Tori, so just bird.
Tweet, tweet,
That's
fruit.
Okay.
hilarious. But I didn't say that. Pell said that there were 5 of them.
Oh, there it
that
is.
can
There it
fly.
is. Tweet, tweet. Wait, am I doing this right?
No.
There.
You need to
No.
shift it
There.
to your left.
There.
Left.
There.
Your
There.
left.
Yeah, there you
There
go.
you go. There you
Tweet.
go.
You
Tweet,
found
tweet.
the spot.
Tweet, 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 tweet. The Jackson 5, man. Come on. Even Michael Jackson knew about the tweet fruit.
Okay. Yeah, the bird fruit, the tweet fruit. Jesus Christ. Why did we break up the bird fruit?
The question
Because I want
yeah.
to know what the other 4 birds are
Mhm.
that are flying
Well,
around.
I'm
and when do
not
we meet
telling
them?
you, but
Wow.
one's a
He's like,
I
badass.
well,
think you
I'm not
would,
telling
dude.
you.
One's one of my favorite characters.
Oh.
Anyways, we need to get back to Crocodile, guys, okay, and his master plan. We need to talk about
But-
how diabolical and evil this man is, okay? And so he traps everybody, and then actually, why are we talking about it? Let me show you.
Yeah, let's see it. Let's see it.
Let's see it. Hold on. Once again, I am going to show them the clip. The clip information will be in the comment section. It will be, I guess the reaction itself will probably put on social media again, TikTok and Instagram, links down below in the description. And we will be back after we have watched the clip. And we're back.
That dude's got issues. Who hurt him?
That's the question that I get in the comments sometimes. Who hurt you, Afo? Why do you have so much trust issues, Afo? Why don't you trust the
Every
girls, Afo?
episode. Every
Is our
episode.
AFO gonna turn into Crocodile? Is this your
Oh
your
my God.
your villain story? God.
I would rather become a banana gator than turn into him.
All right, let's talk about Sir Crocodile.
Okay, so what is his beef with Alabasta? Is Alabasta just like in the way of conquering everything? You know, is this like his Thanos play where he just like wants to wipe out anything in his path? Or does he have a are we gonna find out there's a origin story here that we don't know about yet? Like, why be so diabolical and want to kill so many people?
Good question.
He says
sorry, go
military
ahead.
might. Military might is the reason for Operation Utopia and what he's trying to do.
So if he does seize control over the country, means he also has access to the army, and he also already has an army of himself, right? Like he has the millions, and then
Had the
billions,
millions.
right? The millions, right? So I think it's gonna make him like an untouchable kind of person, and he could literally go against the world government, and that is the end goal, I think, for him. At first I thought I was also in the same headspace of like maybe he does have like a personal kind of animosity towards
Vendetta.
the king, right? Yeah, towards the king. But now I'm moving more and more, you know, away from that to just like seizing more control and power. I think he's like he thinks way above a lot of like all the other villains that we've seen. Like he's playing political chess here. He's using propaganda. He's pitting people against each other, and swooping in as the classic savior to create that image for himself. The end goal is to be the king of Alabasta, and eventually, um,
But why
you
would you
know,
destroy the place you want to be the king of? Oh, unless because he is sand, he wants everything to be sand. Like, what if he wants to create a desert everywhere because of his fruit?
hmm.
He wants to turn the whole planet into Arrakis. So he can mine spice.
The spice. The spice.
The
Yeah,
spice must
maybe.
flow.
Maybe. I mean, if you were sand, what would you care about water?
Mhm.
Well, we know his next step is to go to the capital and meet with the king because he wants to have a discussion with him. He even offers Vivi the opportunity: you can come with us, or you can
Mhm.
try to save your friends.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the classic Christopher Nolan, if this
But
or that, you know.
is he really going to spare them? Do you really believe in the discussion with this guy?
No
Uh,
way.
no. Even Vivi says it. Like, there's no way he's letting any of us go, even if I go with him, right?
Yeah. Remember, if you're getting kidnapped, never get in the car.
If they ask you nicely.
Never get in the car.
Well, one
Yeah.
interesting thing that we learn about the way he uses his abilities, aside from being sand itself and not being able to take physical hits, as you guys just saw, but he's the one that's been sending sandstorms to Yuba. He is
Mhm.
Right.
directly the cause of all the damage that was done to Yuba. So, and he even shows like a little sand tornado in the palm of his hand, and
Yeah.
that enrages Luffy even more. It gives him even more of a reason to want to fight Crocodile.
Yeah, I think he like Luffy instantly thinks back to Toto spending the whole night digging for water, right?
For that
And
one
connects
little
it
jug
back
of
to
water,
him. Yeah.
which is why
Yeah.
he was so adamant that they not drink it wastefully because of
What
the
do you
work
think,
that went
Kaiser?
into. Yeah.
What do you think is I know I'm jumping ahead here, but I'm just thinking about the moment where Luffy eventually kicks his butt. But what do you think his weakness is?
Water.
Sir Crocodile's water?
I
That's it?
wonder if he gets wet, can he not transform into sand? Because he'll turn to mud or
Hmm.
something.
I see. It would be interesting to see like how they figure out his weakness and what his weakness is.
Mm. Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, good one.
But
I'm gonna
yeah,
go with water.
I also see the sand swallowing these towns and cities and leaving it dry as Crocodile seizing control of the kingdom itself. Like it's dwindling, right? The cities are dwindling because the
Right.
sand
It's
is
like
just the sandstorms are.
it's
Yeah,
analogous to his
yeah,
power.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, his plan currently involves having the rebels attack and having the kingdom's army fight back against the rebels. And we see the beginning of Operation Utopia. But let's discuss the rebels because we got a little bit more of them, which was really cool, I think. We have this little boy who's trying to join the rebels and he's speaking to Koza.
Yeah, Koza's like fire and enthusiasm, his energy of like wanted to be a part of the rebellion reminded me for a split second of Luffy wanted to be the king of the pirates and wanted to, and it's the same kind of thing happening here. Is like, no, you're not going to be a part of the rebellion. This is not for you. You don't understand. You don't understand the cost of it. But yeah,
And he
it's
shows him too. He doesn't even hold
yeah,
back. He shows him the cost of this rebellion.
yeah,
He shows him
yeah.
the guy missing the arm, his shoulders mangled.
But the kid still says, well, I want to be a part of it. And he plays a, I mean, we don't know if the kid survives the wounds and if he's going to play a role in the future, but he has a really important piece of information.
Well, I actually, yeah, because he catches
He sees
Funk-
Mr. Two.
he sees Mr. Two as transforming from the king to the queen, right? And that's
Mm-hmm.
and he realizes that they're all being
Not the
manipulated.
queen to himself.
To himself, and then he calls him, "Oh, the king is the queen." That made me laugh.
Yeah, because the kid doesn't understand what it is he's seeing.
I mean, he's
It
kind
is
of
the
a queen.
You stand right.
And so then he and I don't know, I got the feeling that he did not survive.
They were taking him to the doctor, right? They were looking for a doctor. So I hope he does survive and he's able to finish the sentence. Because I think he passed out mid-sentence. Like this is not what it seems like.
He says Koza, and then he passes out, and then Koza goes into like, it's time to bring this kingdom down. And like to me, that was like the kid died, and he was like, that's it. Point of no return. But I don't know. Maybe the kid didn't die.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't. And if he doesn't, I think he plays an important role in maybe giving the rest of the information if it doesn't come from Vivi or any other character. But Koza actually had attempted to talk to the king. If you saw in those couple panels where it shows that he went to the king in a younger self, like you see his hair is not as long, right? He went to the king on the horse and he asked for the dance powder, just a little bit, so he can use it to make it rain. But the king refused. The king said that dance powder is actually a curse and it comes at a cost, and
it'll just make
nobody's
going to
use it.
Right.
And Koza keeps thinking that I think the king is just saving that for himself, and he's not.
Thinks he's being
he's
selfish.
hoarding it. Yeah.
And you see this long-term plan and how horrifying what Crocodile is doing is, because everybody has faith in the king, but since Crocodile shows up, everything's been going downhill, and the king is the one shouldering the burden all the way. They go to ask for help. The solution, give us some dance powder, but no, dance powder is dangerous. We can't do that. So it makes them look selfish in their eyes. And Koza is going down an even darker path for the right reasons, because he loves his country and the people in it, and all these people are suffering to the point where he joins the rebellion. He's now their leader, and people are actually getting put in harm's way. I love that Oda, to the eyes of a child, didn't hold back to show how awful this experience is for everybody. This is what happens when you join the rebellion. Your life is in danger, or even worse, you'll get mutilated during combat.
Right, and it's also showing how a couple of things. One, how miscommunication creates problems that just continue to grow, and also how easily people can be manipulated.
Yeah, the power of propaganda.
Propaganda is crazy powerful.
Like using bits of truths, filling them with lies, covering them with lies, and then using it to sway people. It's like the most effective political tool that we've seen in the real world to this day. And people still use it to divide people, pin people against each other, and then swoop in as the savior. That's the oldest trick in the book.
Yeah. And the tragedy of it is that, again, at this tipping point that we're at in the story right now, Koza still tries to reason with the king. He doesn't know he's talking to Mr. Two, but before things just get completely out of control, he tries one last time to talk to him. And Mr. Two makes it so that he turns Cobra into this evil character, where it's like, okay, well, as a punishment, we're burning down the city.
The thing, sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, and they shoot Koza.
Yeah, the moment I had my suspicion, this is not the real king. There's no way he's gonna say that I'm gonna sacrifice this part of the country to save the rest, or to tell him like, I am sorry, this is my way of saying sorry or apology. But that doesn't make sense. That sounds like Mr. Two to me. But then the moment he pulls out the gun to shoot at Koza, his eyes went cross like sideways. I was like, that is Mr. Two. Yeah, that's funny.
What an
But yeah,
entrance, by the way, for Mr. One and Double Finger, huh?
yeah.
Yeah,
That
double finger.
ship is huge.
Yeah, I love that sense of scale to show how massive it really is.
That was so cool. And by the way, I love I like visually Oda does such a good job with Miss Doublefinger that you can actually hear her. I'd love to see her in the video too.
Mm-hmm.
Like the way she swings her hips while she's talking, and you can kind of hear like a cymbal going off every time she's like cha-ching, cha-ching, like we've got to go meet Mr. Crocodile at noon, like cha-ching, cha-chong. Like it's such a powerful. Yeah.
This panel when Koza is like he has his fist in the air and he's like, this is it. This is the last straw. It's crazy.
Yeah. So he's building so much tension. It's incredible. Like you can see like everything's coming to a head, right? We've got our boys and girls in the cage. We've got the Marines crashing in. We've got the Baroque works getting ready to launch their plan. We've got Crocodile and all of these characters are slowly starting to come together to this finale of which, by the way, I don't even know. Are we coming close to the finale of this thing, or do we have like what's?
I think we might have 2 more pieces of this, right, Sanji? Or no?
2 more pieces.
No?
I guess that means
No.
we have a long way to go on Alabasta.
Like 2
Time
more
will tell.
episodes before we get to the finale.
2 more episodes.
But yeah, see the thing the ship did, it armed the rebellion, right? They got the
did.
weapons. Yeah, I don't know if it was a part of the plan or
Yes, it
was
was.
it?
It was.
Okay.
It seemed like it was, yeah. Like why else would they let them? They wouldn't just let them take their weapons.
Yeah, and Koza took that as a sign of like, oh, this is
Yeah.
what it is meant
Divine
to be.
intervention.
Yeah,
The weapons have
divine
arrived.
Divine intervention by Mr. Zero.
Yeah.
So he's very easily manipulated because of his passion. Just like all of these people that are so passionate about their country and their their people.
I think
Because of it's like blind passion because they're so easy to manipulate.
Yeah, and I think anybody would have fallen for that trick. Even the king himself was like oblivious to that plan until he got the evidence, right? So a young man like him who has that passion and love for his country, he's bound to end up in a rebellion like that very easily with all the manipulation from Mr. Zero.
Yep.
I think saying he's very easy to manipulate isn't doing the plan enough justice because this is something that happened over years.
It's true. It's a great
years
plan.
of suffering comes together to put them through this. I just pulled up the clip of Mr. One and Miss Doublefinger's entrance, so I'll play it for you.
I want to hear it. I want to hear it.
You'll see from the moment I'll start it from the moment Koza's lying down shot and the ship comes in. You'll see how horrifying it is for the locals. So what's actually going on here. So
and then I want to hear I want to hear the sound effects that Miss Doublefinger makes when she's walking.
Yeah, we'll go for a bit. I'll share my screen right now, and we will once again be back in just a moment. Okay, we're back.
Wow.
So you see how complicated the plan is, how long he's been doing this, and how it might seem that it's like it's easy to be tricking the people of the country, but everybody is doing what they think is best for the country. And and how difficult the job of the king is without somebody in charge and making the difficult decisions, they just fall back on what they know. We all just have to protect the country.
Yeah, his plan is so good that he maintained his public figure, his public image, like he was hiding in plain sight. The king knew about Sir Crocodile, but he did not know about who Mr. Zero was, right? So yeah, anybody could have fallen into that trap. The king was fooled, the rest of the people are fooled, so it's a really, really good plan.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Diabolical.
Yeah, and you see how much depth there is too. Like when you're reading the manga, it's the problem with the medium, right? You can't cover every little thing. But this is one thing that the anime is really good with, is again showing you that level of skill, showing you all the locals and their suffering. But in the manga, you have to move on to get the story going, right? You see
Yeah,
the little boy searching for his mother while the town is burning.
is
You
on
see all
fire.
these
Yeah.
people suffering, right? You get to skip over that thing, but it's all happening. It's all in One Piece. These things are going on. You're just not. We just can't spend every second looking at every angle.
What I also noticed, I don't know if it is accurate, but I noticed the ship that crashed into the town and eventually armed the rebellion is not, it does not belong to Sir Crocodile. It belongs to the Royal Army because there were dead people on the ship. Did you notice that, Kaiser? When the ship is
Oh, so
floating in, there are
they took
already
that
people
ship.
dead. Yes, there are already dead people on it, and yeah,
But then why didn't they recognize that ship as one of their own?
who?
The
Because all the
townspeople.
all the all the people, well, the townspeople don't know. The townspeople are just townspeople. It's like,
Yeah,
could you recognize every Navy ship in real life? Right? They're just regular everyday people.
Mm.
The people that
yeah,
came with quote unquote King Cobra are all part of
mm-hmm.
Baroque Works,
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
right?
it's
Because the
taken as
organization is so
mhm.
big that they
There's no third party. Yeah, there's no third party in the eyes of the town people. It's the rebellion versus the royal army. It's the two parties there. So whatever is not the rebellion is the king. That is what is assumed right away.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Well executed. Perfectly executed.
yeah.
Yep.
And now it's it all comes down to timing, right? Vivi and the crew need to make it to the capital city to try and put a stop to this, or these guys are going to clash and lives will be lost.
Right. And they have, well, we haven't gotten out of the cage yet. Should we talk about that first before we get to their ride to the
Yeah, wherever you guys want to go, because I think it's time we give our boy some credit.
Sanji to the rescue?
No, not
Bro,
Sanji. Not Sanji.
Not Sanji. It's Chopper? Chopper is the one.
Hey, it's not Chopper either.
No? It's not
It's
Chopper.
Mr.
Who
Prince.
is it? Oh, it's Mr. Prince. Restaurant Le Crap. Restaurant Le Crap. Bro, when I heard the sentence, is this Restaurant Le Crap?
this
I
Restaurant
started
Le Crap?
laughing. I was like, it's about time. Where have you been? But
Yeah.
you see, this is again the thing where you're so invested into what's happening right now, you forget about one of the main characters, Sanji, and then another, amazing character, Chopper. Like you forget about them. You're focused on, thinking about how is Vivi going to help them out of the cage, or what's
Mhm.
going to happen if the banana gators come out. It's just like a ticking bomb kind of situation. And then you get the call, and he's like, "Is this restaurant Le Crap?" And the situation just deflates and turns into a pure comedy right away.
Yeah. There's so much going on in this scene, but the fact that he can write a story so well that we forget that there are missing people and they're some of our favorite
See,
characters.
yeah.
That then the second they come back into the story, we're like, oh yeah, where were these two clowns when we needed them? And then they're there when we need them. Like, that is brilliant storytelling,
It's
which
immersion.
is why we're so invested.
Yeah, it's immersion on the highest level. And I think, we might have if it's not the weakness, like physical weakness, we might have found an emotional weakness for the character Mr. Zero. It's not being taken seriously, and that is what Sanji does when he calls in and he makes fun of him. Says the same thing what he did in Little Island. It's Little Garden, sorry,
Little Garden.
Little
no,
guard.
almost. Yeah, what he said in the little garden, it pisses Mr. Zero off so badly. He's like, I am going to kill this guy with my own hands.
Yeah, and he sort of finds a way to manipulate the manipulator, which is a nice flip of the script right there, right? Because he gets him
And
to
he's like,
leave.
come get me. Yeah,
Yeah.
come find me.
And then he uses Chopper in human form to get him to chase after him and get him far away from the cage, which is a very cool idea. The key to me, the key to the cage was like a layer of evil that like the
Yeah.
fact that he threw the key, not only threw the key, had it eaten by a banana gator, had it then masked in 30 banana gator, which one?
Gators. Yeah, which one is it?
Then it wasn't even the actual key, which is
Yeah.
even more evil. Like, how many layers of douchebaggery do you need?
It's I think he really enjoys giving that fake hope to Vivi, right? It's
Yeah.
like going through all that trouble just to try the key and see it's not the real key. And then by then the water is above her head and they're all gonna die. It's just, yeah, it says a lot about him as a character and how evil he is.
And by the way, love how Smoker knew which banana gator.
Which banana gator was? Yeah, it was. The
And
Do you
then
growl?
this, yeah,
Do
based
you
on the
think-
growl.
Do you think part of that? I don't remember if it was the same banana gator that swallowed the key, but do you think part of that is because there was a banana gator that had Mr. 3 encased in his wax, so his growl sounded different?
Changed
'cause
his
there was something
voice.
stuck in his throat.
I think so. I
Mm.
think it changed the way he growled, right? So that's why he was recognizable. Also, the fact that Mr. 3 encased himself in a ball of wax when he got swallowed was brilliant. And what a way to reintroduce a character that we all thought was dead.
Mm-hmm.
And then use his powers against him to create a key to open the lock. All of those little tiny details, man, just made
Crazy.
this reading go by so fast. And I kept wanting to slow down as I was reading it, but I just was like, what else? And then Sanji with that kick. By the way, this was my
Yes,
favorite. I know you had a different favorite spread. Which one was your favorite?
Mine was the one where we actually saw it in the anime as well, like earlier. Is where
When she
Vivi,
takes his head off.
yeah, takes his head off. That panel is cool, man. Like his
Yeah,
his
'cause-
head just turns into dust. Like I could
Yeah.
hear the sound effect of it even.
Did you actually think that she may have heard him at first? Until you looked at
I
the
mean,
knife?
I knew the way he was sitting. Like he
Yeah.
did not even react. At
He didn't
all.
even blink. He was
But it
smoking
was
his
still
cigar.
very cool. It was still very cool to see.
That's my favorite panel of this whole, like, just straight up
Kicking.
knocking the crap out of that thing.
Yeah.
Bad manners kick course.
Props to Vivi. She put in so much effort to try and save the crew because again she saw the bigger picture. I'm not going to make it there without these guys, so
Right.
I now have to try to free them because I need them to come with me.
Exactly. She knows she's a forest, not a tree, right? So that's the kind of people you need on your team that are looking.
But again, did she become that way because of what Luffy said the last time? Do you think she would have just tried to rush through this time had that conversation not happened?
Chicken egg. I don't know. I think they're all growing together, right? They're all starting to shed their individual characteristics for the greater good of the team because they know, right, the bundle of arrows theory, that they'll accomplish their goals much more easily and successfully together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
see you later, crap gator.
Gator. That's my second favorite.
See you later, crap gator. Mr. Prince.
okay, you guys want to see something crazy? All right,
Yeah.
I sat up in my chair for this. Okay, this is
Okay.
why you cannot read One Piece just once. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
So they're in Little Garden.
Mm.
Okay, Sanji and Zoro split up because they're having a competition to see who can hunt the bigger
Who can
animal
kill
for
the
food.
most food, right? Yep.
Okay, everybody in the crew runs into the giants, and they're fighting Mr. 3 and his team.
Mhm.
The only person that doesn't is Sanji. He finds the wax house. He makes the call. He answers the call with Crocodile, and he throws him off. He pretends to be Mr. 3. He goes with the flow. He throws him off. He gets intel. He beats up the unluckies. He gets a log post to Alabasta. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Because he split up, this is chapter 127. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
127. Because he split up from the crew, Mr. 3 never saw him.
Oh,
And
right,
because
so he didn't know
Mr.
what
3
he-
never saw him, he didn't bring it up later on when he's
And
talking to
that's why Mr. Zero didn't know if he had all the straw hats in the dungeon.
He thought he had them all.
No,
Yes.
no, because there's
Because-
another
He does
layer.
say at one point, "I didn't know there were more of you." Right?
There were more of them. He catches on to that, but there's another layer to this, because when Mr. 2 gets fished out of the water, Sanji is inside of the ship, and Mr. 2 never sees him, and he
Oh,
never
yeah.
He
copies
even
his
comes
face.
back out. He was
So
like,
he
"Well,
never
what are you guys
copied
doing?"
him.
Yeah.
He
Yep.
never copied him. And
He
so
never
Sanji
got the face. Yeah.
is genuinely in the background of Crocodile's mind this whole time. And it's not until he gets that second call
And
from Restaurant
recognizes
La
the
Crap
voice.
he recognizes the voice. And then Mr. 3 and Sanji
Just-
meet up for the first time.
Yeah.
And Sanji instantly solves all of these problems. He throws Crocodile off.
Because he
rescues
knew
the
all
crew.
of the information.
He has more intel than everybody else, and he also split off from Chopper, so he avoided getting captured with everybody. Okay, he makes use of Chopper. He takes advantage of the Broke's agents. He comes in. He beats the Banana Gators. He beats up Mr. 3 to unlock the cage, and as one final middle finger, without Crocodile ever seeing him, he leaves him a note.
See you later,
See you
crap
later,
gator.
crap gator.
And this all starts in chapter 127.
and
this-
even. Sorry, go ahead, Kaiser.
And this is why we're giving the MVP award of the week to Sanji.
So far, because we're still in Alabasta, right? We don't
Well,
know what
for the
happens
week.
next.
Just for the
For
week.
the week.
Just
Yes,
for the
he
week.
gets the MVP. Definitely, I love it. And even if Mr. Zero had the math down of how many straw hats needs to be in the dungeon, Smoker took place for Sanji. He was in the prison too. So even if he knew like there's like, let's say for example 5 or 6 of them, he could have just counted them. Okay, well I have all of them here, but he never saw the face. So that's yeah, best call ever. And I love how cute is like baby transponders.
Yes.
it's
Yeah,
like-
local
it's
calls
local.
only.
The local
Local
calls
call.
only.
So that's also saying, and he is in the area. He's close enough. He's not too far.
Actually, one more middle finger from Sanji, maybe as well. Mr. Prince, as in Mr. 0, Mr. 1, 2, 3. So he's adopting the same naming scheme as Baroque Works.
Which is like a little slap in the face.
He called himself Mr. Prince. He went that way. Oh my
So
god!
good.
And they
It's-
destroyed the bridge. They ended
Yes.
up destroying the bridge. So now the Baroque Works can't get to them, right? And Mr. Zero can't leave either. So
Mhm.
they're stuck together.
And Vivi finds him playing the slot machine. Kaiser used to hate this guy too. Kaiser was a
Ah.
Sanji hater.
You know what? You know,
I
when
remember.
you see too much of yourself in somebody, you kind of instantly don't like them until you realize that you're like brothers. I get it. I get it. When Sanji
Yeah.
says, "Now do you love me?"
Me, everybody was like, "Yes, we do, but please open the door."
Oh, now I love him.
We're gonna take one more quick break to watch this scene in the anime because I know you guys are really looking forward to that. So let's watch the head chef at Restaurant Le Crab
Let's do
carry
it.
carry the crew through this. We'll be right back one more time. Once again,
So
we are
good.
back for the discussion.
That was so good.
That was
Wow.
a
This
good one. We
is-
actually got quite a
This
bit.
is so good. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, you even got to hear like Luffy's laugh too, like that she.
I love it. I'm telling you, Smoker's gonna come around and join the crew.
You know what? I'll buy it the next time we meet him. Because he does say next time I see you, you guys consider yourselves dead. So we'll see. We'll see how serious about that he is.
It's coming.
Yeah, so the crew is now free. We are on our way to the capital city to see what we can do about this. But if you guys remember, they need a ride, and that's where Chopper pulls up.
Mm-hmm.
And Chopper's ability to talk to animals is key, especially in this moment, because he uses eyelashes to find them a ride, which is such a cool character. What did they
crab?
call it? What was it? What kind of oh, just a crab?
It was the giant
thought it-
crab. I don't remember.
I
What it
mean,
was called.
but that's so cool.
You guys, get on.
Get on. A crab.
Um,
Chopper, it's a crab. Oh, crab mover. Looks tasty. Luffy says looks
Stop
tasty.
it, Chopper.
I mean, it does look tasty, actually. Imagine the claw meat on that thing.
Yeah, but as they're making their way to the capital city, we have one last problem in the plan, and that is the fact that Crocodile is now pissed. So he
Mhm.
grabs Luffy off of it.
Grabs Vivi. Yep, he
Mhm.
grabs Vivi, and then Chopper, and then Luffy goes after her.
So, are we gonna get finally the 1v1 that we've been waiting for?
It
I
looks
don't
like
think
it. Maybe your theory
Yeah.
of having to
I
beat the
told you.
final boss before.
I know. What did I say?
So you
Bring
think?
it in.
Wait, so you think they're actually going to leave Luffy?
I think that's what's gonna happen. I think Luffy and Sir Crocodile are going to fight it before the rest of the stuff is shown.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So it would be Vivi and Luffy.
Yeah.
So not quite a 1v1.
But still, against Crocodile, I mean, we saw what he can do, right? And Vivi's powers doesn't do much to him because you can't cut him. So Luffy will have to come up with a way. He always does.
Mm.
Well, to
You
be
know.
fair, she doesn't have powers.
Yeah.
Just
She
goes-
has a
Yeah.
really cool
Yeah.
weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't really
But no
do
power.
much.
Yeah. So it's up to Luffy. We'll see how Luffy tests against Sir Crocodile. I mean, Sir Crocodile is gonna show off his moves and what he can do, and Luffy will have to work his way around that like he does always. So we'll see. You know what? I can imagine Luffy actually getting caught in like a tornado kind of thing as well. Like, you see, which movie was it where they trap the villain in like a box? So there's sand, and then that sand I think turns into a fire as well. So I feel like Luffy's going to get trapped into the sand, and it's just gonna empty out the rest of the space and rest of the people. It's just gonna be Luffy and
Ooh.
Sir Crocodile, like in the sandstorm. That would be pretty cool to see.
Good fight. Good fight.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe, just maybe. Where did I put it? Oh. Maybe I'll just go ahead and Find out right now.
What? No.
Oh, okay. I
You're
was just
not-
kidding. No, totally
You're
just
not.
kidding.
You're not allowed to do that yet,
Just kidding.
Midian.
Just kidding.
You'll find out next time on the next episode of More Than One Piece. But
Same
before
bat
we end
channel, same bat time.
Yeah. Before we end it, predictions, theories.
I am still putting my money on Mr. 2 to help us in some way. Is this too bad if I say that?
You're crazy.
Right?
I agree
Mr.
with him,
Two,
you're crazy,
Bon
but not
Clay.
for the same reason.
You think Mr. Two Bon Clay, the ballerina, is going to come to the rescue?
Yeah, so you think him saying I'm indebted to you is just going to float in the wind and go away?
Mhm.
Like it's not
He's
going
a
to
master manipulator. He's been manipulating everybody the entire time.
I don't think he was manipulating anybody on that ship. I think he was being genuine, and he's like a kid in the candy store, like trying to entertain these people that saved his life, and he genuinely said that he's indebted to them. And I'm just waiting for that interaction to actually happen where he meets the Straw Hats again, like face to face.
Okay. All right.
Yep. Yeah. So I'm just gonna stick to that. I'm gonna say Mr. Bon Clay is going to help us in some way.
I still think there's an issue with 4 has not finished their part of the plan, right? Because they said now it's just up to
Mr. Four.
Kidnapping
With
the
the-
king.
Merry
Yeah.
Christmas.
Yeah.
yes,
I think
they
they
have
did.
did they?
They. I mean, the king is nowhere to be found. So the assumption is that he got kidnapped, right?
I don't know. It was such an open-ended statement. I was like, now it's just up to them to finish their part of the plan.
Yeah.
So there's something there. I agree with you. Luffy versus Crocodile, although that might be a very long fight. And I think Vivi is going to get to the fight in time to at least slow it down, if not stop it.
And I don't think Kappa is dead either. The kid. I hope he wakes up and he's able to say something before the rebellion just goes out crazy.
Yeah, that kid. It would be pretty brutal for that kid to die, but it would be a great way for us to hate Mr. One and Doublefinger for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are your predictions.
It's pretty
Look
solid.
at Senki's face. This
not
guy
a-
needs to play poker. That's what Buddha said. And he'll be winning every time. Like there's not a single glimmer or like anything. What?
Oh, it's happening. It's happening up here. It's happening up here. Don't you worry.
He's like, look at these two idiots. Just you don't know.
Yeah,
you have
I'm
no
enjoying
idea.
this. I'm enjoying this. The people will know.
Bro, one of the comments that you shared with me, somebody said that Afo is either really perceptive and paying attention to every little thing or completely off base. There's nothing in between when it comes to potato predictions. And right now, I think I'm completely off base, whatever I'm saying.
Well, time will tell.
Yeah, I think people are getting used to it.
Yeah.
I think they're starting to see the pattern. They're like, okay, these are the things out of question. They're never going to pay attention to this. These are the things that they're going to figure out. I can't wait to read the next chapter.
Yeah, what a lead up, man. Oh, let's go. I'm so ready to get to the next one.
It's all the pot is looking to overflow here. That was it for the second part of Alabasta. Next week we will be reading 177 to 186, and we look forward to seeing you there. Bye.
Peace.